15 astonishing truths about Lesotho, the mountain kingdom you never knew existed. Number 15, a country within a country. Lesotho is a rare gem, a whole country tucked inside another. Completely surrounded by South Africa, it's one of the world's only enclaved nations. But don't let its small size fool you. Lesotho stretches over 30,355 square kilometers, 11,720 square miles, about the size of Belgium. This high-altitude kingdom, where even the lowest point is higher than most countries, is packed with natural beauty. Towering mountains, deep valleys, and endless rolling hills make it a dream for adventure lovers. The capital, Maseru, is a lively city, but the real magic lies in the countryside. What awaits you in Lesotho? Climb the roof of southern Africa to conquer Thebana Ntlenyana for 82m/11 for 23 feet, which is the region's highest peak. Ski in Africa. Yes, it's possible. Afriski Mountain Resort offers slopes covered in winter snow. Follow dinosaur footprints. Walk where real dinosaurs once roamed. It's a land of high altitudes, pure adventure, and rich culture. A country inside a country, yet completely unique in every way. Number 14, Kingdom in the Sky. Lesotho isn't just high, it's the highest country on Earth. That's why it's called the Kingdom in the Sky. Every single part of it sits above 1,400 meters, 4,593 feet, with its tallest peak, the Thebana Ntlenyana, reaching 3,482 meters, 11,423 feet. That's higher than most European mountains. But here's the catch, traveling by airplane is nearly impossible. Why? Because Lesotho's extreme altitude and rugged terrain make flying tricky. The capital, Maseru, has a small airport, but it only handles tiny planes from South Africa. No big international flights land here. There's simply no room for large runways, and the unpredictable mountain weather makes flying risky. And yes, the air is thinner up here. The higher you go, the less oxygen there is. That's why visitors might feel a bit dizzy or short of breath at first. It's like being on a mountaintop the entire time. But for the Basotho people who have lived here for centuries, it's just normal life. So if you're heading to Lesotho, forget about jumbo jets. You'll have to drive up into the sky instead. And once you're there, you'll understand why this place feels like another world. Number 13, Lesotho women and the bride kidnapping custom. Lesotho is a land where women hold the backbone of society, yet old traditions still cast a shadow. One of the most shocking customs is bride kidnapping, a practice where a man abducts a woman he wants to marry, sometimes with her family's approval, sometimes against her will. While this tradition is fading, it still exists in rural areas, raising concerns about women's rights and forced marriages. Despite these hardships, women are the true pillars of Lesotho's economy. The country has more women than men, with females making up around 51.5% of the population. Many men leave to work in South African mines, leaving women to run farms, markets, and households. In towns and villages, women sell goods, sew traditional Basotho blankets, and manage family businesses. In many rural areas, women still carry heavy water containers on their heads, walking for miles to fetch clean water from rivers and wells. This daily struggle is part of life in Lesotho's mountains, where modern infrastructure is scarce. Lesotho's women are strong, resilient, and the silent force that keeps this kingdom in the sky standing tall. But old customs and hardships continue to shape their world. Number 12, a twin nation. Lesotho is like a twin nation to South Africa, yet it stands alone, a kingdom completely surrounded by its powerful neighbor. The story goes back to the early 1800s, when the legendary King Moshoeshoe united small clans to form the Basotho nation. During this time, chaos ruled southern Africa. The Zulu expansion and European colonization pushed many tribes into violent battles. Moshoeshoe, a brilliant leader, used diplomacy and mountain defenses to protect his people. He chose the highlands as his fortress, knowing no enemy could easily invade. But trouble came with British and Boer settlers. To escape Boer control, Moshoeshoe made a tough decision. He asked Britain for protection. In 1868, Lesotho, then called Basutoland, became a British protectorate instead of falling into Boer hands. Unlike neighboring lands that later became part of South Africa, Lesotho remained separate. When the British left in 1966, Lesotho became fully independent. So today, while it's locked inside South Africa, it's its own nation, a mountain kingdom born from war, wisdom, and the will to survive. A twin in geography, but never in spirit. Number 11, beer culture from wooden bowls and sharing by hand. In Lesotho, beer isn't just a drink, it's a tradition, a bond, a way of life. Here, people don't sip from fancy glasses. Instead, they drink homemade beer from wooden bowls, passing it around in a circle, sharing by hand. This isn't just about drinking, it's about community. In villages, beer is brewed from fermented sorghum, giving it a thick, slightly sour taste. When it's ready, everyone gathers, sitting together, laughing and talking. The wooden bowl moves from hand to hand because sharing means trust, respect, and togetherness. No one drinks alone. In a world that's becoming more modern, this ancient ritual still connects the Basotho people to their roots. It's more than just beer, it's a symbol of unity, friendship, and tradition. So, if you ever find yourself in Lesotho, don't be surprised when a wooden bowl is passed your way. Take a sip, you're part of the family now. Number 10, skiing in Africa. This mountain kingdom isn't just about warm blankets and high peaks. It's also home to Afri-Ski, one of the few ski resorts on the continent. Nestled in the Maludi Mountains at 3,222 meters, 10,570 feet, above sea level, this is a winter wonderland like no other. Snow falls between June and August, turning the highlands into a playground for skiers and snowboarders. Afri-Ski has slopes, ski lifts, and even a snow park, making it feel like a slice of the Alps, except it's in Africa. Locals and visitors alike race down the trails, build snowmen, and enjoy steaming hot drinks by the fire. Lesotho's high altitude means real snowfall, not just artificial flakes. So, if you ever dreamed of skiing in Africa, forget the deserts. Head to the sky-high slopes of Lesotho instead. Number 9, cave dwellers. In the modern world of skyscrapers and smartphones, some people in Lesotho still live in caves. Deep in Lesotho's rugged mountains, there are ancient comb cave dwellings, homes carved directly into the rock. These caves have been shelters for centuries, originally built by families fleeing war, famine, and invaders in the 1800s. They dug into the soft sandstone, creating hidden homes that blended into the mountains, safe from enemies and harsh weather. Amazingly, some families still live here today. Life in the mountains is tough, and modern housing isn't always available. The caves offer natural insulation, keeping warm in winter and cool in summer. Plus, they are low-cost, safe from storms, and deeply connected to tradition. Visiting these caves feels like stepping into another time, a world where the past refuses to disappear. The people here live simply but proudly, holding on to a way of life that has survived for generations. Number 8, sky diamonds. Lesotho isn't just a kingdom in the sky, it's a land where diamonds are born in the clouds. These aren't just any diamonds, they are some of the purest and rarest gems on Earth, often called sky diamonds. Hidden deep within Lesotho's high-altitude mines, these diamonds form under extreme pressure, creating stones of unmatched clarity. The most famous mine, Letseng Diamond Mine, sits at a dizzying 3,100 meters, 10,170 feet, above sea level, making it the highest diamond mine in the world. This is where some of the largest diamonds ever found, like the Lesotho legend, a 910-carat monster, were unearthed. But mining here isn't easy. The harsh mountain terrain, freezing winters, and thin air make it one of the toughest places to extract diamonds. Yet these skyborn gems are worth the struggle, fetching millions in the world market. Lesotho's diamonds aren't just stones, they're legends pulled from the heavens, proof that even in the highest, harshest places, treasures can be found. Number 7, Africa turns blankets into fashion symbols. In Lesotho, a blanket isn't just for warmth. It's a royal symbol, a cultural statement, and pure fashion. These bold, colorful Basotho blankets are worn with pride, draped over the shoulders like a cloak of identity. But did you know that even kings have special blankets? The king's blanket, called the Siena Marina, is woven with intricate designs, often featuring crowns or shields, showing power and leadership. Ordinary people wear different patterns, each with its own meaning. Some for weddings, some for warriors, and others for everyday life. These blankets aren't just for show. They are windproof, waterproof, and made for survival in Lesotho's harsh mountain climate. Over time, they've become a fashion icon, worn on runways and in global streetwear. What started as tradition is now a symbol of African royalty, resilience, and style. In Lesotho, a blanket isn't just fabric, it's history woven into every thread. Number 6, horseback market. In Lesotho, shopping isn't just walking through a market, it's riding to one on horseback. Deep in the mountains, where roads are rough and cars struggle, the horseback market is a way of life. Every week, Basotho men and women saddle up their strong Basotho ponies, loading them with goods like vegetables, blankets, and handmade crafts. They ride for hours, even days, crossing rivers and climbing steep trails to reach the nearest market towns. Here, horses crowd the streets as traders barter, laugh, and sell their goods. These aren't just any horses. Basotho ponies are legendary, tough as the mountains themselves. For generations, they've been the lifeline of this kingdom, carrying people, supplies, and even mail across the highlands. In Lesotho, a horse isn't just transportation, it's a partner, a tradition, and the heartbeat of the mountain economy. Number 5, a travel paradise. Lesotho is not just a country, it's a mountaintop paradise floating above Africa. This tiny kingdom, surrounded by South Africa, is a land of untouched beauty, rugged landscapes, and deep-rooted traditions. If you crave adventure, culture, and jaw-dropping scenery, Lesotho is calling. Malatsunyane Falls, one of Africa's tallest single-drop waterfalls, crashing down 192 meters, 630 feet, into a misty canyon. It's the site of the world's longest abseil, a heart-pounding descent down the falls. The Banantlenyana, the highest peak in southern Africa at 3,482 meters, 11,423 feet. If you want to conquer the roof of the region, this is the ultimate trek. The views? Absolutely unreal. Afri-Ski Mountain Resort. Yes, skiing in Africa is real. From June to August, the slopes of the Maludi Mountains transform into a snowy wonderland. Whether you ski, snowboard, or just sip hot chocolate by the fire, it's an experience you won't expect in Africa. Number 4, the biggest and most exciting festival in Lesotho. The biggest and most electrifying festival in Lesotho is Marija Arts and Cultural Festival, a 5-day explosion of music, dance, and deep-rooted Basotho traditions. Every year, thousands gather in Marija, the country's cultural heart, to celebrate who they are, where they come from, and where they're going. Here, the air vibrates with drum beats, and the streets come alive with traditional Sesotho dances, storytelling, poetry, and fashion. Local and international artists rock the stage, filling the highlands with a rhythm that makes even the mountains sway. But this festival isn't just about fun. It's about preserving Basotho culture, passing down legends, and bringing generations together. Basotho blankets, crafts, and traditional food fill the markets, giving visitors a true taste of Lesotho. Whether you're dancing under the African sky or watching ancient traditions unfold, Marija Festival is where Lesotho's soul shines the brightest. Number 3, Lesotho's archaeological appeal. Lesotho isn't just a land of mountains, it's a time capsule of ancient secrets. Beneath its breathtaking landscapes lie some of the oldest footprints of life on Earth. This kingdom is a paradise for archaeologists, with dinosaur footprints still pressed into the rock, frozen in time from over 200 million years ago. In places like Kuthing and Subung, you can literally walk alongside prehistoric giants, where their 3-toed prints remain perfectly preserved. But that's not all. Lesotho's caves hide ancient rock art, painted by the San people, Bushmen, the original inhabitants of southern Africa. These drawings, hunting scenes, animals, and mystical figures, whisper stories from thousands of years ago. Every rock, every cave, every footprint tells a tale. Lesotho isn't just history, it's prehistory, waiting for those who dare to uncover it. Number 2, a culinary paradise. Lesotho isn't just a land of mountains, it's a hidden culinary paradise where simple, hearty meals tell the story of survival, tradition, and flavor. Here, food is about warmth and community. The star of Basotho cuisine is papa, a thick maize porridge served with rich, meaty stews or wild spinach morogo. Every bite is pure comfort, filling you up for the day's adventures. Then there's motoho, a fermented sorghum porridge with a tangy kick, often enjoyed for breakfast. And let's not forget Nico, a hearty mix of beans and sorghum, packed with flavor and history. But food in Lesotho isn't just eaten, it's shared. Whether it's sipping homemade ginger beer from a communal bowl or tasting fresh-baked fat cakes, magwinya, in a bustling market, every meal brings people together. Lesotho's food is simple, rich, and unforgettable, just like the land itself. Come hungry, leave with a full heart. Number 1, cost of living in Lesotho. The cost of living in Lesotho is relatively low compared to many countries, making it an affordable place to live. Housing is inexpensive, especially in rural areas where traditional Basotho huts, rondavels, are common. In cities like Maseru, rent for a modest apartment ranges from $150 to $400 per month, depending on location and amenities. Food prices are generally affordable, with local staples like maize meal, beans, and vegetables being inexpensive, while imported goods can be pricier. Public transportation, mainly in the form of minibus taxis, is cheap and widely used. Utility costs, including electricity, water, and internet, are moderate but vary based on usage. Healthcare is available at both public and private hospitals, with private services being more expensive but offering better quality. While salaries are generally low, the cost of living allows many locals to maintain a modest but comfortable lifestyle, especially in rural areas where expenses are minimal.